Good day, Monique. It is September 6th, 2012, day 93 of the little project. And I'm in my new room, and although you can't really see, it's a complete and utter disaster right now. My walls are still kind of bald, and I need to put posters up in them, but we'll get to that later. Anyhow, it was great seeing you today, and your reaction was kind of priceless. So, this is going down for history books. As I told you before, I absolutely love our topic this week. Like, I cannot express how much love I have for this topic. So, yeah, I'm going to talk today about, I think, the development of fanfiction and how authors evolve with it. Now, I think pretty much every author in the world has started off writing some sort of fanfiction. Like, it's hard to say, but many things inspire young kids, and they create their own stories, and in some ways, like, kids that watch Star Wars and then run off fighting with sticks and pretending they're lightsabers and creating their own stories is a type of fan fiction. So, I guess it starts young. And for those who continue to pursue it, they develop their own style and follow these different interests that they have, and sometimes it takes them places. And there are many different fandoms with many different fanfic writers. Although age doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a bad writer, it does influence, I guess. Like, I know myself, my writing style when I was in junior high was certainly not fantastic by any means. I knew I had stories that I wanted to get out, but I just didn't really know how. And part of the problem was I didn't know how to write a short story anymore. Like, any story that I wrote would have evolved into a 50-plus page novella sort of thing, and they would have been terrible. Exploring, your boundaries and pushing them and learning from where you go and where you don't go, I guess, is what makes you a better writer. Not that I necessarily need to tell you that, but for our viewers, I guess I will say that. And I didn't really start writing fanfiction until I was, I think, about 15. And at that point, my first fandom that I actively wrote in was Supernatural. And I'll admit, my early work was not too fantastic, but the basic premises that I had for those first few stories I thought were really, really good. And even looking back on them now, although the writing style needs to be worked on, and they can be lengthened and, chunked up and whatever with different things, the idea behind them, I think, were pretty solid. Now, I guess, you can really see, like, people who have the talent for writing and are trying to push further than should or could go. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And failure is a big part of writing, where you succeed and where you fall. And it's your choice to, work on those faults or not. With fanfiction, I guess, you can really find who you are as an author and go forward with that and eventually pursue your own works. And, like, you've written your book, and now that I've decided that I kind of want to attempt to write mine this year. So I guess we'll see how that works. But I think we both have great stories to tell, and hopefully, our experience as fanfic writers will now transcend into actual original fiction. And maybe one day we'll have fanfiction written about our works, and that would be quite interesting, seeing as we know the dirty underworld of it. But anyhow, this is getting quite long, and I need to upload it still and find an internet source, and yeah, I guess I will see you tomorrow, probably, and I'll see your video tomorrow, and you'll see me on Thursday, video-wise, and yeah, ciao!